Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up the league with 16 sisters. We made a ton of Battle Screech tokens and gained a ton of life off of Impassioned Orator. As always, you can kill your opponents with Tah Crop Elite anthems in whatever matches you want by clicking on the timestamps in the description down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel, I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching. And enjoy the league. Oh, this is really awkward. We have Secluded Step for a redraw. 4 lands cast to Battle Screech. We have Luminthread Field for protection. I don't mind getting it down early if things are going to go a little bit slowly. But it's kind of sketchy if our opponent gets set up. I don't really know. I don't think it's bad enough. Like 5 lands is not what we're looking for. But we do want a lot of lands because we're doing all kind of crazy stuff. I actually think I am going to keep this. Just because Secluded Step is a redraw. If Secluded Step redraws into a Battle Screech or something, I'll be really happy. The curve is a little higher than this than your normal Soul Sisters build. Okay, so they don't shuffle off a Ponder. Well, there's another redraw. Deck not being super compassionate right now. So we'll Soul Warden and pass. Did not know that was such a difficult thing to say. It's not a great hand. It's not a great hand, but like we have 4-drops and stuff like that. I'd rather have a start. Augur Bolas gonna get in, gain us some life. And reveal what? What you going to reveal, Augur? Reveals Harvest Fire. Okay. There's another Soul Sister. All right, so let's get that down, and then we'll Luminthread Field. And that'll allow us to attack into Augur Bolas. I guess we could Luminthread Field right now, but Impassioned Orator attacking next turn and then playing Luminthread Field and drawing a card while we've got our mana developed feels a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and play Impassioned Orator. Until we have 2 attackers, the Luminthread Field doesn't really matter. Gain some life. And pass turn. Pop this boy back open when our opponent's going to reveal some more secrets to us. I know, right? I know. Is the Soul Brother, yeah. Soul Man. What's up, 4-drops? Okay, so we'll go Radiant Fountain here. I think our opponent's going to have a counterspell for our Luminthread Field. I'm a little nervous. But I'd almost rather this get caught than... You're going to want to set some auto yields and not turn them off. Okay, so we're going to cast our Luminthread Field. See if they have a counterspell for it. I don't know why they leave up 2 blue mana here otherwise. But having Tah Crop Elite sneak through a counterspell next turn would be great too. If only Sarah Ascendant was common. I know, right? Oh man, Ethereon. Well, it's good to have you, man. Thank you for all the likes you've been sending me on Twitter. And Chump Block Kami. Check that deck out, man. I hope you like it. We're going to be playing it here all evening. Our opponent's just going to let that go. We'll attack. Not afraid of the gut shot. Let's get all this life. Oh, yeah. All about that big life. So we don't have any free spells. We won't cycle a Secluded Step now. Hopefully our opponent gets a little loose here and we get to resolve a Tah Crop Elite next turn. I like the evasive damage. Their 1-for-1 removal isn't super good against us. This looks like Skred Delver, which is interesting. See if they'll get in. No getting in. So Augur Bolas still staying on D, which is interesting. Another land. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little sketchy about our risky keep now. We're going to go to combat and attack. Maybe our opponent will use some of the removal now. Oh yeah, the stack is going to get bananas. The illustrious 20 sisters. Illustrious indeed. All right, let's see if Tah Crop Elite snags a hard counter here. I doubt it will, though. It does start representing a lot of damage, even if it has to take a turn off at a time. It's not that bad. But being able to get into one of our Vigilance Anthems would really kind of help justify this. They are going to grab the hard counter on that. Okay. We have more Anthems where that came from, and we're pecking in for our incidental damage. Our opponent's blockers aren't going to be very good against the Luminthread Field draw. 20 sisters. No attacks from our opponent. They're going to keep blocking that damage. There's Survival Cache. That's pretty sweet. All right, so go to combat. We'll swing. We might as well. So our opponent has a Spell Stutter Sprite for the Soul's Attendant anyway, so I think I'm going to Survival Cache and see if we can find a 2-drop. And then we'll see what else we're going to do. So let's Survival Cache. Playing around days. Gain a little bit of life. They might hard counter this too. This represents a possible 2 cards drawn. And against their deck, that's not bad. If they find a ninja, things could get a little dicey. But so far, not too bad. If they pick this up with a ninja, I maybe feel like I should have left a blocker back. I'd like them to use counter magic against this, but I'm getting the read on Spellstutter Sprite. It's not like we can ever live to play around Spellstutter Sprite, but okay, Squad Hawk. I'm gonna continue playing around Daze here and try to run out Souls Attack. Well, if Squad Hawk grabs a hard counter here, then it does. I doubt they play Daze. The blue-red lists don't usually play Daze, but this might eat hard counter. Yeah. Okay. Pass turn. I don't want to give them a reason to have Spellstutter down. They're going to Skred the Orator, not spread the Orator. Ooh. Here comes Gush. Okay. Pretty good card. Cachet. I like Cachet. It seems dignified. Shiz was so cachet. Okay, this is bad. Hey, we gained a life off of it, though. And we're going to gain a couple more life off of our survival cache. So there's that. And our opponent's going to be able to leave up their Spellstutter for our Souls Attendant here, which isn't great. Or a 2-drop. Whatever it is we draw. Marshalling Cry isn't going to do it here, so I'm just going to go ahead and cycle that away for now. See what we've got on top of our library. Opponent definitely wondering what's going on here. Suture Priest. That's all well and good. So we might as well try a Souls Attendant here. This will get a Spellstutter out of their hand. They're going to let it go. Okay. Maybe they're thinking there's another Orator coming. Anyway, we'll play land, play Suture Priest. The 2/3 is something they're worried about. Maybe they don't have more removal in hand for it. Oh, they still have Harvest Fire, so they're not super worried about that. They're going to Spellstutter it. Okay. Yep. Gain some life. And we will use the ability. I don't think we'll serve. If they double block, we don't want to trade. I guess trading with Spellstutter is kind of good if they draw into another ninja. Yeah, I think I'm going to serve. We have 31 life. Let's see if they want to double block. No double blocks. Okay. And I guess we could have double blocked. Pass turn. I'm not super worried about the next card they draw off of Ninja. We don't have a way to get rid of it anyway. We're just going to have to gain so much life that it doesn't matter. More ninjas. Like another ninja would be really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. All right, so we gain some life. But second ninja usually spells demise. Man, this deck's good. I'm glad people started playing this again. I always felt like this deck was just better than blue-black. But it could be because the meta shifted a little bit. People are back on burn and stuff like that. They wanted the Spellstutter sprites. There's another Orator. So they have Spellstutter in hand. I'd much rather have the Orator than the Suture Priest, I think. Because it's a 2/3 with this on board. So I'm going to go ahead and run out Suture Priest. Because it might have to eat that. They have a Harvest Fire in their hand, so it might eat the Harvest Fire. Which would be nice. I feel like they know they're being baited here. Alright. And we're going to leave a Marshalling Cry for their turn. Gain some life and pass turn. Yeah, we'll pass. Because if we resolve Marshalling Cry and we line up blocks correctly, we should be able to eat one of these ninjas. Our removal spell here is tough. Yeah. Yeah. No way we're saving that. Okay, sure. Yeah, who's going to deck themselves first? Exactly. Alright, opponent's going to attack. So we know they have Harvest Fire, so we don't want to play into it. Marshalling Cry only gives these +1/+1. I guess I can only kill one creature, though. Yeah, let's go to blocks. See if they have hard counter as well. We just can't afford to, like, have these ninjas around. So we'll see what they Harvest Fire for. X4. Okay. Well. Oh, it's a sorcery. Oh my god. Okay. RTFC, guys. That was a little bit of a punt. You always get me on the RTFCs. Alright, so Soul Warden down. And that's probably going to be it. Mill is a viable game plan. We do have a lot of life. But they're going to spell stutter this, and that's probably it. Reading the card explains the card. There's a Battle Screech. That's not bad. I'm going to go Orator. I'd like them to tap out some of that blue mana. They might have hard counter, and Battle Screech is kind of a way to fight our way back into this. They might let this go knowing that it's bait, but this in the graveyard is still okay. We just have to resolve one more creature to make it worth it. We're going to Brainstorm, trying to find another hard counter. I think we've seen 2 already, though. So hopefully they don't have another one. Granted, they are going to Brainstorm Shuffle, so that's pretty good. But if this doesn't get hard countered, we get to flash it back, and we can start taking care of these ninjas. I wonder if they have... They probably have a... like Arc Lightning or one of those spells main deck, Fire and Ice, to make this a little bit better. I guess we have Lumen Thread Field going on. See if our opponent finds it with Brainstorm. They're at 16 too. That's good to keep in mind. Like if we hit another, you know, ooh, I don't think they found it. All right, Battle Screech resolves, gain some life, and Battle Screech. No Daze either. Maybe they're on a version that plays Daze. All right, pass the turn. If they don't have more instant speed removal, although I bet they do, but if they don't have more instant speed removal, we can try to trade 2 birds with a ninja. 2 birds, 1 stone. Any kind of sketchy attacks will lead me to believe that they do have an instant speed red removal spell. But you kind of have to... You know what, though? Maybe the extra creatures are just worth it. Like, what are they going to do? Play another ninja? You know? Like, they have Spell Stutter Sprite in hand, but we can just start antheming these and dealing a ton of damage. I think we just take 4 here. And let them draw a couple cards. They're going to be discarding the hand size if they just wait on it. They have 2 more hard counters in their deck, plus Spell Stutter Sprites, which aren't going to counter a Marshalling Cry anytime soon. I guess unless they play another Fairy Miscreant. What's up, Falgarn LSGP? Opponent's going to Ponder. We don't need to read cards anymore. Exactly. That's what it's all about. That triple-digit life total. Opponent going to Gush. All about that discard hand size value. So even if they hit another hard counter to hit this Marshalling Cry, I'm not super worried about it. Because it gets a hard counter out of their hand. Granted, most of our deck gets hit by the Spell Stutter Sprite they're sandbagging right now, so... We'll see. They're going to Skred the Orator. Okay. You got it. Turn comes back. We find Ramosian Rally. Okay. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to flashback Marshalling Cry. They got the hard counter. Yep. Well, I think we just pass here, and we'll try to Ramosian Rally on defense. Maybe that's not the best bet. Maybe we should attack for 4. No, I think staying back on defense is okay. We might be able to get rid of a ninja or 2, or we could just wait until we have another Anthem to try to make our attack actually worthwhile. There's an Augur, okay. Sure. Thank you very much, Wheeler. I really appreciate that, man. I worked really hard on it. I'm glad you like it. All right, here they come. Attacks, 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 attacks. All right, so we'll go to blocks. We will block, block, and block. See if our opponent has any wise ideas here. They might just trade with 1 bird. Let's try to Ramosian Rally. No, I don't think 1 bird's worth it. We'll let that go. They'll draw 1 more card off Ninja. We go to 25. 3 birds left. The extra bodies matter, but I think 3 bodies and 4 bodies aren't super different here. They're going to Brainstorm. Yep. And Ramosian Rally is probably going to be more important than a single bird token. We've seen 3 hard counters, so most of our... Alright, so now they can counter the Marshalling Cries with the Spell Stutter they've been sandbagging for 1,000 years. worth keeping in mind. There's a real fancy Ash Barrens. There's Orator. All right, so we'll run out Orator. And maybe this will lead to Spell Stutter. Looks like it will. We've got blockers for the fairies all day. We're not really worried about that. I'm assuming they have at least another Spell Stutter in hand. We haven't killed any yet. So we've got to look out for those. They have one more hard counter, 3 more Spell Stutters. They're going to fire a bird. We'll go ahead and Ramosian Rally. Save the bird. A fine enough counterspell, and then these two can double block Ninja of the Deep Hours. Having flying blockers is kind of important here. No response to that one. And we're not going to be jumping Ninja. I will block here. We take 2, they draw another card. 23 left in their deck. We've only got to hold out for so much longer. See what Augur Bolas reveals. Another Preordain. We'll definitely see that come down now. More cantrips. Cantrips, cantrips, cantrips. We've got more sisters. More sisters coming. This is why I like Marshalling Cry here, because we can just cycle it away. We know they probably have a Spell Stutter in hand to answer it. It looks like either they're really light on Delvers or they just don't have any, which is kind of interesting. What's up, Ergiol? Ergiol, how you doing? 2 cards on top, so maybe that's the Delver's coming. There's a Suture Priest. I'm okay with that. So we will run out Suture Priest. Eat away at those Spell Stutter sprites. Yep. Pass a turn. Wait, what? Uh-oh. What happened? So we'll see if their peck damage can get ahead of us here. Ooh, Skred's bad. Now double blocks look pretty awful. Attacks, attacks, attacks. They don't want to risk any of their fairies. We have more Battle Screeches where the last one came from, and they only have 1 more hard counter. I guess they can Spell Stutter them now. Alright, so they get to draw their extra card. They've only got so many left. Augur Bolas. We did see this Preordain happen, and that. Another Gush, okay. Hey, we're still at 21 life, opponent. Wouldn't get too loose with those Gushes. What do we draw? Plains. Great. Well, we might have to double Marshalling Cry, so I will play that. Oh, no, not tonight. That's tomorrow night, though. That's tomorrow night. I know, 14 Islands? Isn't that crazy that that's all they play? That's like, that's some living on the edge stuff right there. They're going to Skred a bird. That's going to let their Ninja and probably perceivably as many fairies as they'd like getting in to get in. 13 cards left. We're on 21 though, and they're pretty much home free here. They're probably sandbagging lightning bolts to close it out. When that second Ninja came down, like when our board, like those 2 turns are pretty much what decided it. Like there are draws that might get us out of this if their last counterspell and their last 2 Spell Stutters are like factually on the bottom of their deck. But how things are shaping up right now, they've got us dead next turn. But you know, I'm hopeful. I always am. We draw another Battle Screech. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this does get countered by Spell Stutter Sprite, but if it doesn't, we do get to rebuild a little bit. If their last 2 Spell Stutters, yeah, no, they're not. Okay. Their last 2 Spell Stutters are not on the bottom of their deck. And I'm pretty sure we're dead now, but we'll pass it over. Make them do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. And perceivably, they've got either a Fire Ice or a Lightning Bolt in hand to end it off. But, hey, what's up, Mr. Big Stuff? We did get them down to 9 cards in library, so the moral victory is ours. Be pretty baller if they just, like, got a bunch of ninjas down. Oh, yeah. I love it. So we go to 2. Yeah. No way back out of this one. Even a Survival Cache can't help us here. Is clearly a brother. I know, but like the Soul Sisters is like, you know, it's an inclusive group. The Soul Sisters band and tribe will have men. Soul Siblings, though, I agree. Soul Siblings probably was the ideal name, and they get us with a Lightning Bolt, and we'll call it right there. Okay, let's see what we've got for Delver. So we do have this for our red decks, and we're basically just hoping to race them. which we came close that game, but they ended up having enough answers. So bring our Mosaic Rallies in. Tah Crop Elite is probably a little bit slow for this matchup, but I think we can risk losing one Marshalling Cry and... Actually, I kind of like the Tah Crop Elites here. They're not that bad. So maybe we'll go down one Marshalling Cry and just one of our 1-drop Soul Sisters and do it like that. All right, Sambaram. Oh, my opponent's the one that won this week's challenge? Yikes. Oh yeah, no, it's brewing all right. Cool, that sounds good, Sambaram. Hopefully you enjoy the rest. It could just be the way it's like translated. Sisters, we're doing all right, Erica. How you been? All right, we're on the play. And yeah, this is a pretty average draw for this deck, so we're going to go for it. I like having Battle Screech. I like having a way to draw cards if we find another land. And besides that, we should just draw into a bunch of stuff that costs less. Trevinium, how you doing? Our opponent now knows that us gaining just jillions of life is pretty trivial. All right, they go Evolving Wilds on turn 1. We find Orator, so we'll go to combat and attack. Play Orator. What is up, Lemon Styles? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the Jank Bank. I hope you're having a great night. And thank you for the follow. Oh, that's wicked. Yeah, lands is going to be one of those archetypes. And there's definitely ways to get it there with like landfall creatures. I really like what Lawbert did with it. I think Lawbert ended up recording a league with their kind of take on what lands can and should be. But then I ended up just kind of, you know, I still want to do the janky version with all the weird untapping creatures and making multiple land drops a turn and stuff like that. I really, really like that kind of idea. We'll see if they have days. I don't think this deck plays days anymore, but it could. So hopefully our quick start here, we'll play Luminthread Field to answer their Augur next turn, and see what happens from there. Granted, they might just leave a hard counter for Luminthread Field here. It's from Undertale. But please don't copy strike me. J101, what's up, man? Thank you for coming in tonight. It's good to see you. Welcome. All right, so same plan this time. We'll get down the Luminthread Field. It's going to let us attack into Augur Bolas. They find Brainstorm. That's pretty good. So we'll get down Luminthread Field. We're not drawing anything that we can cast or cycle to find lands, which is a little unfortunate, and definitely not how I anticipated this going, but you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Hopefully our opponent can't find answers for our creatures like they could last game. It looks like they're a little choked on red mana, but they decided on... Oh, God. That could have gone a lot better. All right, Ninja of the Deep Hours coming down this early is not good, and definitely a way for them to find that red source that they're missing. But they're discounting the hand size, so again, we win the moral victory. We find a cycling land. That's a little slow here, but we'll play Secluded Step, go to combat, and swing for 3. They're going to get their extra card and their Augur Bolas next turn, which will pad their life total a little bit. But Survival Cache should still draw some extra cards. And that's what I'm all about. So we'll see if they Brainstorm. They're going to cycle. Okay. So they find their red source they're looking for. Maybe they'll try to sneak around our Survival Cache with a Lightning Bolt next turn. Ninja of the Deep Hours draws them an extra card. They Skred the Orator and pass. Okay. So go to combat, swing with Soul Warden. We'll see if they hard counter Survival Cache. I doubt they will, but maybe they will. We shall see. Them not playing Augur Bolas here just like screams Spellstutter Sprite or something, but they're going to hard counter. All right. Well, this is looking a lot like Skred Delver to me. Oh, it's a great game. Like it really is a fantastic experience. Like I hadn't played many games like that at that point. Like I'd played some more casual storybook type games, but that really kind of scratched all those itches. It was one of those kind of retro style. I don't know, it just did it all. All right, we'll see what this looks like. So if they go Augur Bolas here and they don't have another hard counter, we get this Battle Screech off. Things might seem a little bit better. They found a Skred. That kind of sucks, but Relic, that makes our Battle Screech pretty awkward. Suture Priest. Okay. Well, it is a way to help us double block this Ninja of the Deep Hours, provided they didn't find a way to counter this here. But though they might, and they could just remove it in combat. I haven't played Terraria, actually. And it's debatable as to whether I even do want to double block this Ninja. I think we still, like, they haven't gotten so far ahead on counter magic where double blocking this is a bad idea, so I think maybe I will. I think getting it off the battlefield is worth it. They have Skred in hand, though, so they can blow us out here. But I can still kill them with Ramosian Rally, so I think I am. And then if they have to do something about Ramosian Rally, then they won't have the hard counter for Battle Screech. So here comes Skred. Yep, we'll let that go. And they pass back, so we will Ramosian Rally. See if they want to hard counter it. This is a way to get rid of Ninja. Them having another hard counter here would be pretty lucky, though. We'll see. I know this deck was playing all kind of weird, like, logic knots and stuff, too, so who knows. It sounds really familiar. Like, I don't think... Oh, man. More ninjas. All right. So we get rid of one, and they replace it with another. That's pretty bad. We should have the read on a spell stutter here. There's Radiant Fountain. All right, more life gain. So we will attempt a Battle Screech here. See if that's what they save the hard counter for. They did. Okay, and the Relic of Progenitus is going to take care of that. And we might as well get in for one here and just allow our opponent's Ninja to do some work. If either of these can resolve in the next couple of turns, though, we have a good blocker for Ninja. Although they will just, like, Skred it. Oh yeah, exactly, J101. That's all we want to do. We just want really high life totals for the moral victory. Ninja gets in, draws an extra card. And they ponder. I thought it'd be okay not running removal, but I forgot about Ninja of the Deep Hours. We don't really care about Gurmag Angler. We do care about Ninja. All right, Augur Boss comes down. Finds another Skred. That's not great. See what we find. We have eaten through their hard counters. They're going to Relic. Okay. They can pop it whenever we do manage to build a convincing enough board. So play Tah Crop Elite. This will probably just eat a Skred. I doubt they use a hard counter on this. Gain a life. Pass the turn. So that'll lead to Skred, end of turn, which means we won't be able to, yeah, we're not going to be able to Battle Screech for the next couple of turns or Triplicate Spirits. We'll have to resolve, like, a lot of stuff for those to go right. All right, they crack Relic, get rid of the Battle Screech for good. Get in. Attack, attack. I don't really know what's happening here, but yep. I guess it is just kind of more efficient. All right, they ponder. Let's see if they shuffle. All right, Airygol, have a good sleep, man. Enjoy. You know, nothing is more important than a good night's sleep. I'm always preaching that sleep to you. All right, 16 sisters, guys. Come on. We got to gain so much life. And never play against another Ninja of the Deep Hours. What are you up to over there, opponent? Doing Delver things. Good old Brainstorm Shuffle happened, too. It's never good. Hard counter is what they find. Well, if the hard counter hits this Tah Crop Elite, it won't hit this Triplicate Spirits, but the window to cast stuff like Impassioned Orator is closing real soon. So if we go Orator here, you know, I think this is Tah Crop Elite again. And we'll see if they want to hard counter this. They might. But if they do, then it means it doesn't eat the Triplicate Spirits next turn. There is, actually. There's quite a few. So there's like Recumbent Bliss, there's Faith's Fetters, and I'm sure there's others. There's definitely others. So they had the 4th Skred for that one. Okay. Yeah, we're probably dead here, gang. Only 25 cards left in our opponent's library. There's Fire and Ice, so now they can just get in willingly. Now they're going to commit a couple more ninjas, and yeah, it's cry time. But I think it's just a risk I ran, I think. I was seeing all the burn, and I was seeing all the Gurmag Angler decks, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to gain a ton of life and say, sucks to your creature's opponent. We're not even going to bother with them. But I forgot there's cards like Ninja of the Deep Hours, which just gains insane amounts of life. So Impassioned Orator simply eats a Spell Stutter Sprite here. But we do have to get at least another creature down or find a land drop to get down those triplicate spirits. So on the off chance they didn't have it, would have been worth it. Yeah, I could see Recumbent Bliss or like just another silly kind of life gain enchantment being good here. Some kind of pacifism effect. This is the one, man. This is the one creature you've got to answer. If you're gaining enough life, you don't really have to answer Gurmag Angler, but if you don't answer Ninja of the Deep Hours, you're dead. When they had Augur Bolas out? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Going slowly seems kind of bad too. But maybe you're right. Giving them that extra card advantage early on was probably a little loose. Alright, let's see if they get the answer for Triplicate Spirits. Sometimes. Not really. Like, I see a spread almost always. And in friendly leagues lately, it's much more burn than anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if they have Bolt, we're dead. Alright, opponent, show us how you did it. Show us how you won that challenge. Yep. This is pretty good. Got a bunch of sisters. Got a Luminthread Field to protect our sisters. Sist on. Good old precautionary turn-off auto yields for all my compulsive brothers out there. Alright, play Soul's Attendant. Pass the turn. This is the bad one for your clock. This is the one that, like, you have to click yes on every time. Alright, let's see what our opponent's on. Evolving Wilds on turn 1. Maybe this is Skred Delver. There is that nice thing about Skred Delver, where if people don't know how to play Skred Delver, they're usually pretty bad at it. Alright, and I guess, like, that last person won a challenge, but what do we want to do here? Do we want to turn up the clock, or do we want to play Suture Priest? A lot of people are playing Fire and Ice and stuff. Having 2 1/1s out on the next turn. Granted, they also might play a creature and we'll lose value. So I think I'm going to play Suture Priest here. Much to my own chagrin. We'll see if they daze. And try to not compulsively turn off auto yields a bunch of times. They don't think of Miko when they do anything anymore, Jay. Alright, no Fire and Ice. No Fire and Ice one time. I think this is Skred Delver again. So maybe you're right, Erica. Maybe just a bunch of people are playing Skred Delver because it's good again. They're like, oh, finally. I don't have to play Blue-Black Delver and buy a bunch of Snuff Outs and stuff. Alright, so opponent gets ready for the hard counter. So I think we run an Orator out into that instead of Luminthread Field. Granted, this could still be a lot of things. Just not sure what it is. So I doubt they're going to hard counter this. We do need some more lands. I would take a couple lands. Alright, so they let that go. I'm assuming they have removal in hand. What's this going to be? Ponders. Pretty classic. Pretty classic play. It could be Tribe or something like that. I don't really know. It's tough to say. Everybody plays Snow Islands for the bling now. They choose to shuffle. Okay. And they're stuck on lands. Okay. So let's try to really, really turn this clock up. Mono Black Control, Tron, and Pestilence. Pretty good decks. Pretty good decks. I agree with the preferences there. We see some kind of fairy come down here. Maybe we'll get a little bit of an idea. Just another Ponder. Okay. So now opponent's trying to find their other color. They went to get double blue to hold up counter magic. Didn't find a good target for it. We'll get Luminthread Field down next turn. Hopefully. Unless they're on a Daze deck. Squadron Hawk's not bad. If we can resolve it here. It would be really nice to turn the clock up and draw some cards while I know my opponent can't counter it. And given that we kind of want Luminthread Field to resolve if this is a Delver deck. Yeah, maybe it's just Squad Hawk time. God, a couple lands would be nice. I guess when we're out of stuff to do, we can always just Luminthread Field. Or cycle away Marshalling Cry. In your mono blue deck, so you see it coming. This is a tough one, guys, but I think I am going to go with Squadron Hawk. We don't see Augur Bolas over there yet. Nice. Okay, so they're not on Daze. By the way, they played that. So we'll get all 3 squawks. And gain a bunch. And attack for 4. So next turn, we can give them all +1/+1. What's that? 7 damage? 8, 9 damage? So we don't quite have lethal yet. But we can put them down quite low if they tap too low. Oh yeah, we're squawking, man. We're squawking big time. Opponent just cantripping their life away over there. What's up, Chief Geef? How you doing? 2 cards on bottom. So I don't know if they're just having like excessive mana trouble here or what. But this is going to be kind of nice. We're going to definitely be able to resolve our Lumithread field next turn and attack all of our creatures around this Augur Bolas. What's up, Fallen King? How you doing? Ooh, they reveal Fire and Ice. Okay, well, this is going to be a timely Lumithread field. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thanks for saying so. They're going to gush. Hopefully they don't have that red source. Fairy Miscreant. Okay, not a big deal. We're going to ping them for dropping a creature like we do. Gain some more life, up to 30. And this turn, pretty much regardless, we have to cast this Lumithread field and hope they don't have daze or something. And yeah, see what happens. I'm surprised everyone isn't running. Well, that's the thing, right? Now you can next level people into by running your basic lands instead of your snow lands. And that will get you published more likely than running Snow Islands. We'll see if they have daze. They don't. Good. All right, so let's see if they want to double block. I'm okay getting rid of a fairy here. Now, if they get Ninja down next turn, it's going to be one of those whole fool me once kind of scenarios. But they're at 8. Meaning if they just commit more creatures without using a removal spell, then they'll just die to our ping effects. And if they do tap out here, we might be able to just Marshall and Cry for the win next turn, which would be sweet. So let's see what they do. Maybe they'll attack with both. Play a land, attack with both, Ninja, and then we'll be able to get them. Draws a card off Fairy Miscreant. And now what? Plays a land. So I think that's exactly what's going to happen here. It doesn't quite give us lethal. Oh, I think it does give us lethal. So if they attack with both a Ninja, then we'd have lethal. So no. So I think they're going to leave up Spellstutter, Sprite, and Hard Counter here, which is a little awkward. This is a weird turn. Yeah, I think playing 2 Squawks is probably the ideal, but they can Spellstutter, Marshalling Cry, or Squadron Hawk. So if they get a Spellstutter down here, it's worse than Battle Screech. You know what I mean? Like, playing Fairy Miscreants out this way makes me feel like they're leading up to a big one. What's up, Pedro Mas Pedroso? Thank you very much. Pedro Tomasi Pedroso. Thanks for the follow, man. Yeah, Suture Priest is pretty good, eh? All right, so I think I'm with you, Terry. Let's play 2 Squawks. See our opponent taps their mana. There's a Spellstutter. Yep, gonna drain them. Gonna eat the Squawk. Soul's Attendant, gain some life. We'll play another Squadron Hawk. Gain some life. And I think we'll attack with everything but Suture Priest here. No. No value shuffle. Let's go to combat, attack like this. Oh, I attack with Suture Priest. Fantastic. We're going to double block a Squawk and chump Suture Priest. Double block Suture Priest. Okay. So we will eat Spellstutter. Eat. Apparently we can't assign blockers. What? Why not? This is weird. Moto? Hey, Moto. Because I can, like, move these ones. But well, anyway. Yep. And stuff dies. Was that what happened? Was that what you have to do? Oh god, guys. Amateur hour. Alright, opponent goes no attacks. You got it. We draw Radiant Fountain. Not super necessary here. But we'll play it. Gain some life. And I don't know if we Marshalling Cry here or not. Probably not. They can just ice. Yeah, I think it's Screech time. So let's try to Battle Screech. Maybe they have the hard counter. Yep, they do, but we do get to flash it back. And unless they get another fairy down next turn, then we should be in a good position to just make a bunch more tokens and just go so wide in the air that we're too far out ahead. All right, pass turn. That Hawk had the green board? Maybe. I don't know. That was weird. Opponent gets their red mana. Yup. We find a Soul Warden. Alright, so I'd rather Battle Screech resolve here than Soul Warden, so I'm going to try to run out of Soul Warden. See what our opponent does. We have 41 life. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape here. Soul Warden goes. They can Spellstutter or Marshalling Cry, which I really don't like. But we're going to try to go Screeching, and then next turn we'll start attempting Marshalling Cries and Squadron Hawks. There's another counterspell. Yep. So we get to flash it back. So we'll flash it back like... Probably like this. Like this. And like this. Pretty much. Gain a ton of life. So many triggers. They're going to Skred Orator now. Okay. But we still gain the life. And we'll go to combat and swing with our 2 birds. So we at least peck in for 1 here. And then we should have enough lethal attackers next turn that we just win. And this will make it so our opponent might not be able to Spellstutter or Marshalling Cry too. All right. Pass turn. Top life score. Top life goal. All right, Delver's going to gain us some life. It's going to gain us 2 life. So even when it flips on its first attack, it's pretty much just still a 1/1. And we'll see what their turn looks like, because if they can't counter this Marshalling Cry, then we should win. Another Battle Screech. That's cool. Let's tap correctly. Let's see if we can bait something up with this Squadron Hawk. Nope. Squadron Hawk comes down. We gain some life. No value shuffle. And we'll attempt a Marshalling Cry, but we get to try again next turn too. Test of Endurance achieved. Yeah, opponent, what you gonna do? Scoop it up is what you're gonna do. I love it when I win games where I just punt like crazy. All right, so so Ramosian Rallies are gonna come in. And we're going to be wary of the ninjas this time. A lot more wary than we were last time. Tah Crop Elite feels really bad. Costs 4 mana, it's really slow, and it just dies. So, yeah, Fallen King, you're good luck. Thanks, man. Glad to have you. That's what I need in my life. Oh, exactly. Yeah, no. Results-oriented thinking is the only orientation of thinking. IMO. Exactly. Better lucky than good. I like that. Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. Sometimes when I just punt miserably, like, I take it out. Like, yeah, it would have been as Coalition Honor Guard. And I thought about that, right? We have so many 4-drops already. Like, it seems kind of sketchy. But yeah, let's hope this mix. Let's hope this mix helps. Opponent probably going deep in their board. I definitely like Ramosian Rally here as a counter to Electrickery, but then it has to eat 2 bolts to remove it. Yeah, Coalition Honor Guard would be pretty good in this matchup, actually. Because that's why they have red. Like, they're crippling their mana base just to use it. I'm waiting for that burn matchup, too. It's got to happen. We got to have it. At least one. Did we take a win there? Did I just put that up as a loss and we took a win? Come on, guys. Come on. The record. Jeez. All right. Here we go. Got another one against Delver. Ooh, that's awkward. Okay. Those Radiant Fountains really punishing me. All right, this isn't too bad. I'll keep. It's got Sisters. There's a Lumen Thread Field. Pretty happy to have that. Another land would be better, but we'll top that. We might have time to cycle this Marshalling Cry here. That's awkward. That's ha. All right, opponent ponders. We'll see if they shuffle. They know what we're on. Yeah, exactly. Field fast is good. And being able to attack around Augur Bolas with 1-drops ain't bad either. So we'll go Sistering the first couple of turns, and then we'll see what our opponent responds with. There's Delver, not a big deal. See, he's already gained us so much life. All right, so play Secluded Step. Although I know I'm going to be kicking myself and wishing I cycled it not too far after this. We're going to attack with Soul Warden here. Let's see if our opponent wants to trade a Delver. Didn't even think about it. Jeez, opponent. No respect. No respect for the Sisterhood of the Traveling Souls. Yikes. Flip Delver with a bolt in hand. We're at a virtual, much lower life total. Opponent making that awkward decision as to whether they want 3 damage or the extra card off Ninja. Oh, it's a Ninja. And they're going to replay Delver. That was interesting. I don't think you usually do that. I don't know if the extra card is that worth it. We're going to get to resolve our Lumen Thread Field next turn, and we can just leave these Soul Wardens back to block. It doesn't look like our opponent has their Lightning Bolt up yet. So that's good news. We'll just pass. We do have a Ramosian Rally up if that becomes important. Yeah, maybe not. When you have 5 mana and a bunch of Sisters? Oh, yeah. I'm waiting for that day. Opponent is looking for a way to attack their Ninja into our 2 Soul Wardens. So red mana is really all we have to be cognizant of, but it's not on tap red mana, so we got a good attack on this Ninja. We got a good block on this Ninja. And as long as... They might have to hard counter Impassioned Orator. No attacks from our opponent. Battle Screech. That's not doing anything just yet. I think I'm going to play Impassioned Orator. It represents a good block on Ninja anyway. And we have Ramosian Rally to potentially save it if they do try to bolt it. So we might be able to get some blowout value there. Maybe. Hopefully. 2 for 1ing Delver is definitely one of the only ways to beat Delver. But yeah, we're going to have to draw into some action pretty quickly. We can't just sit around playing Lumen Thread Fields and gaining life all day. Granted, that is part of the plan. Alright, so opponent's going to get in. For sure. Oh, they're not going to get in. Okay. Well, I can wait 2, opponent. Soul's Attendant. I think I'd rather just cycle Marshalling Cry and try to find a land drop here. We have Battle Screech in hand. Another Ramosian Rally, okay. So we've drawn the All Anthems draw, which is interesting. We have lots of ways to interact with our opponent's board. We've got a ton of life and ways to gain more. I'm going to try to Bolt Orator. Okay. So we will Ramosian Rally. See if they hard counter. And 10 out of 10 would rally again. No hard counter. Alright, see if Delver flips. They really want this Ninja to get through. No flip on Delver, so maybe they didn't find more removal. We are going to have to find more action soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so Ramosian Rally is not going to save it this time. I think I am going to try to block here, because if they do find a way to blow us out, then we can try to commit Soul's Attendant next turn and get a better double block. And we can also maybe resolve Lumen Thread Field to just make this a 1-3, so it doesn't matter. They let it go. Ninja's dead. Awesome. Dead Ninja, no Flip Delver, Hardcast Ninja. You got it. Now that's tech right there. All right, we just got to hold these ninjas back for a little bit longer. Lumathread Field, that's kind of interesting. I think I want to get the other Soul's Attendant down now. Although the other Lumathread Field means we don't have to trade creatures for their ninjas, so I will do that. But getting more creatures down is ideal. We can get one of these Lumathread, or one of these token generators off, then we're in pretty good shape. See if they can flip Delver. No flip on Delver, so they're continuing to draw like Spell Stutter sprites and stuff like that. Fairy Miscreants, maybe just more ninjas. What's up, Waltzmark? How you doing? Or they could just have lands. It's gonna be Gush. It's good to see a Waltzmark. Augur. So it's probably their draw for turn. We'll see what Augur finds. 1/3s are definitely harder for the Fire Ice deck to deal with. And I'm happier with Brainstorm. How do they get all those cards in hand? Oh yeah, Gush. I forgot. Fairy Miscreant. Okay. So powering up those Spell Stutter sprites. And allowing for potential additional ninjas. It's not, it's not great. The slow lands aren't helping. But if this Soul's Attendant resolves, then things might go a little bit better. Let's see. Imagine Battle Screech, but with Convoke. That seems real strong. All right, so Spell Stutter Sprite is going to eat our Soul's Attendant. We could kind of sense that coming, but having it resolve there, or even eating our hard counter, is pretty good. We'll just pass. All we need is a land to get this Triplicate Spirits off, and I think we're in good shape. Granted, as soon as one of these Soul Wardens eats dirt, this ninja's going to start getting in, and they might get another one down. So we got to make some more 1/3s soon. And I probably have to start playing faster. We're certainly gaining a lot of life. All right, let's see if they finally flip their Delver. They Brainstorm, so of course they will. And they've got a Skred in hand to go with it. Which doesn't necessarily mean blowouts and double blocks, but it's still not great. I'm happier with Skred in hand than hard counter for either of these. They're going to Skred straight away. Yep. And now they can serve with everything. Get in some pretty significant damage. All right, so we'll go to blocks. We'll block Ninja. We don't want them having the extra card. They might have another one to get down here. They pick up Spell Stutter Sprite. The diciness intensifies by a lot. Yep. Man, Skred Delver's a good deck. Imagine Lingering Souls and Pauper. What do you guys think? Do you think Lingering Souls could be fair? Do you think we could like make a good showing of it? Let's see if we can squawk away. No. Spell Stutter. Yep. So we saw it last round, guys. I think this is going to be my death knell. Did not know Skred Delver was going to be winning the challenge, so I probably shouldn't have brought the deck that can't answer Ninja. Yeah, Lingering Souls is pretty busted, right? I think we do too. I think Battle Screech is like, at the very least, on the level, right? So if I don't think Lingering Souls would break anything necessarily. Another Ramosian rally. Okay. A little tough on the lands. We do have 21 lands in the deck, and the fourth one really mattered here. Yeah, it's not too complex. Like if they ever did something where we could get it straight to Pauper somehow, I think we'd be okay. Oh god, I hope that wasn't another ninja on the top of their library. They're shuffling, so whatever it was, they don't like it. Probably a land. Although they could just be doing something more productive to flip another Delver. Ooh, still a land. So we're going to see if Flood does beat Screw. I guess Flood plus an extra card per turn. Pretty okay. Let's go to blocks, block a Ninja. Yep. These tap lands have kind of hurt a lot too. There are a couple of turns, like there was one turn where if this was an untap land, we would have been able to Triplicate Spirits. That might have mattered a lot. Okay, so let's see if we can get a Battle Screech off. I don't imagine we will be able to. But it would be a pretty big game if we did. I'm assuming our opponent has hard counter. Like, they just have to. They don't. Well, that's good. All right, flashback triplicate, or flashback Battle Screech. And we're lined up for potentially having a Triplicate Spirits next turn. Oh, they have Spell Stutter for the flashback. Okay. Or Double Stutter, is that what we're going to see here? Or they're just flashing it in as an attacker. Double Spell Stutter. That was a little bizarre, because we wouldn't have been able to flash it back. Maybe they just wanted us to tap out. All right, pass turn. Lingering Souls and Battle Screech together at last. I think in Pestilence, like, Pestilence, it would be really good. Oh, no, yeah, wait, you guys are right. Pestilence just kills everything. But wait, Pestilence plus Falcon Wrath, Noble plus tokens. Did we get there? Come on, Triplicate Spirits. I friggin' hope, man. But they can spell stutter Triplicate Spirits now, so the last spell stutter, unless are we just dead? How many bolts? 1 bolt. Yeah, we're dead. For sure. Well, that's it, man. Can't answer the ninja. Get ninja'd. While we were answering the ninja, things weren't super bad, but yeah, I think it's just gonna be tap out, attempt to Triplicate Spirits. Start blocking ninjas. Hoping for the best. Although playing Suture Priest here is just way better. So Suture Priest. But I think we're just dead, right? Are we just dead? We're going to Skred Soul Warden, and that's it. I believe. Because we can't get off the Triplicate Spirits here, so what does that mean? So we can... Now we're dead. Dang, okay, maybe we were supposed to go with Triplicate Spirits. Alright. I don't really know what else we might want to bring in here. I guess Prismatic Strands is okay. Even over the rallies, it might have been okay in some situations there, being able to use it out of our graveyard. Even to fog damage from the ninjas hitting the battlefield, but now that we're on the play, we might be able to use it to cheese one out. 26 cards in the library. You can't Winja against Ninja. You just can't, eh? You gotta be able to answer Ninja. We actually have our land drops this time. Squadron Hawk makes Triplicate Spirits a little more inevitable, but we can't, if we play this Secluded Step on turn 1, we can't use it to... I think we gotta keep it, though. Let's do it. Keep, play Step. We'll play Suture Priest next turn and hope they don't have an answer. Or maybe we'll just play Squad Hawk and try to get that value moving. This is a Fire and Ice deck, so that sketchiness all exists. Yeah, I think resolving Squadron Hawk is actually pretty important. You don't think so, Terry? Don't think it's Squad Hawk time? It's not very effective. Yeah, I kind of agree. Let's go Suture Priest first. And then next turn, we'll try to bait the Spell Starter with Soul Warden and then Squadron Hawk. They go get the red mana, they're going to take out Suture Priest. They saw how critical it was in game 1. So yeah, they're definitely leaving up Spell Stutter here. But I think we're still going to do it. So yeah, so Soul Warden. See if he gets stuttered. Stutter. And yeah, and now the Squadron Hawk can block the Spell Stutter. So they can't Ninja, which is kind of nice. And we get the rest of our squawks. We did draw a Squadron Hawk, though, so like bad beats there. Man, always yes to Squadron Hawk trigger. Ballin'. Opponent gets a little bit of information here, too, but none that we can really handle, so we'll pass. Got the blocker for the Spell Stutter, unless our opponent has blue plus removal. Here it comes. They're just going to pass. Okay. There's a Survival Cache. I kind of like that. So let's attempt a... I think we still got to try to... No, let's go with Survival Cache. I got a feeling there's another fairy up here. And we're going to quickly run out of opportunities to resolve this Survival Cache, which could possibly represent 2 cards drawn. They could just Lightning Bolt us here, I guess. And it may help us hit our land drop. Mono White Mill or Mono White Elves? I think Terry's your expert in the field on this one. If you only get 1 each time, I guess so. But then you like run the risk of them getting countered and stuff, and you might not get the rest of your Hawks. You want to get all the Hawks on time. Granted, we do have a lot of Hawks in hand now. Maybe that was Squadron Hawk, but I'm really feeling a Spell Stutter Sprite here. We found our land drop. That's nice. All right, pass the turn. So I'm feeling removal for Squadron Hawk on end step. Ninjutsu Spell Stutter Sprite on their turn. I think that's what's coming for us. But we get to try to resolve 2 Hawks next turn. They could just have Electrickery, which would suck. Rainstorms. You personally wouldn't bother. Mono. Oof, Linkenzie, jeez. And they're gonna Skred it. So I think we got the read on this one, gang. I'm gonna see a ninja come down next turn. Yeah, there's that too. You do run the risk of drawing them. No attacks, okay. So here comes a Survival Cache, gains us more life, draws us another card. Battle Screech. I still think we have to play 2 Squadron Hawks here. Like, we want to make sure that if they try to ninjutsu, we got 2 Squawks on board, but they could just, like, they could blow us out big time here. And they're going to get a ninja down regardless. All right, get Squawk down. Hopefully. Maybe they have another Spell Stutter Sprite. Oh, big oof. Okay. Sure. I like it, opponent. I like it. All right. Pass the turn. And now they can leave their hard counters up for Battle Screech all day. They have to play them eventually, you're right. That doesn't share a color with a creature you control. Oh god. I do not like the flavor of that card at all. How is that a thing? Alright, opponent is powering up Sprite number 4. Just one sec, guys. My mic is being a jerk. Alright. Even small amounts of noise are super irritating for me. So, what do we want to do this turn? Orator Hawk. Wait for the art. Run out Sisters. Yeah. I think we do run out the life gain here. Yeah. And then try to resolve a Triplicate Spirits next turn, potentially. Maybe they're just out of counter magic. They only have 3 cards in hand. They could just be out of action. Never mind. Yeah, that's brutal, man. I can't believe, like, they were taking enough stuff out with pentagrams, but, like, big yikes. Opponent, the 4th Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay. They're like 1 ninja of the deep hours away from us just, like, big time scooping. But we're still ahead on the life total race, so we're going to stick it out. And maybe be in a position to finally resolve a Battle Screech someday. But they can Spell Stutter Sprite. They can almost Spell Stutter Sprite a Triplicate Spirits. Let's see if they found one. Yep. 5 fairies. Doing work. And they found a ninja. Yep. So we still got our triggers, but they're going to get to draw that card. And y'all know what that means. And then they can Spell Stutter Battle Screech. That's insane. Yeah, Triplicate Spirits is definitely what's coming, but ugh. That's so annoying. And Delver, yep. This friggin' card, man. Everything was fine until that happened. I guess we can still, like, we still have time. They still haven't completely gotten out of control. Granted, they could just have Electrickery. Yeah, so, yeah, Triplicate Spirits is what we're doing. For sure. That definitely limits how they can attack next turn. I wonder if we block all 3 on Ninja. They're a Fire and Ice deck. That's pretty sketchy. We are going to gain 6 life here. Kind of nice. And we'll see what our opponent's up to. Killing a few fairies here would be nice. Killing enough fairies to be able to get Battle Screech off would be real good. But I don't know. I think maybe even answering Ninja here is more important. Delver flips. Off of Ponder. Well, that's scary too. They're going to Ponder. Yep. So Ponder, Spellstutter, Unknown is their hand currently. Ponder going away here now. Man, Mackenzie, you know all the edgy stuff. Ugh. Chooses not to shuffle. Okay. And Electrickery. All right. That's it. We didn't find our answers to Electrickery either. So they can Spellstutter our Battle Screech or our Orator. Yeah, that's it. Ah, well. They saw us coming from a mile away. Passioned Orator. Let's see if this resolves. It does trade with Ninja. Doesn't trade with Delver, though. Ooh, they let it go. Play Impassioned Orator. They let it go. Good lord. I don't know, man. We're still at 18. We can trade with Ninja here. They have 3 cards in hand. Let's see what this is. We do have ways to rebuild here. We have something to block flipped Delver. Oh, frig's sakes. We cut off their attacks with Ninja. That's what really matters. Spellstutter in hand pretty much means bad news, though. The 3-2 Dream is still alive. So they don't even attack with their dorks on the ground. Oh, yeah, no. Any Robert Bliss art has that effect. Another Orator. All the Impassioned Orators. Okay, so we'll try another Orator. It's getting pretty out of hand if we ever do resolve a Battle Screech. Even if... So, next turn, like if this resolves, which it won't. So I'm going to bolt one of the Orators. Yep. Like basically we just have to get 3 creatures on the battlefield to flash back Battle Screech. I think they'll Spellstutter this probably. And if they Spellstutter this, we're definitely going for Battle Screech next turn. With Udidute. They do not. They got the read, man. They got the soul read. They got the soul read. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But we can still... So we have a choice here. We have to choose like whether we want to block one of these fairies and make it less profitable for them to, or make them less capable of countering Battle Screech with a Spellstutter, or we let it live so that we can definitely flash it back even if they do counter it. Like with hard counter. I don't think the trade is worth it, personally. Because we might find Lumathread Field. I think I'd rather be able to flash back the Triplicate Spirits, or flash back the Battle Screech. There's a land that doesn't do anything. Guess we might as well play around Daze. Try to Battle Screech. It will be countered. Skred's Orator, okay. So yeah, we're pretty much frigged now. Because we'll Spellstutter this, and then I think we're dead. Yep. GG's. Alright guys, Skred Delver. So, this is a little slow. This is a little slow, but I'm going to keep it. We have things to do for the first few turns of the game, and we have the opportunity for card selection later, so I am going to keep. Oh, thank God. I was getting nervous, guys. I was getting nervous. I honestly thought. I thought that was going to be it. All right, so play a Soulward. Bastard. Heart of the Cards. Yeah, that does it. We'll see what kind of brand of Affinity this is. Springleaf Drum. They certainly don't like you gaining any kind of incidental life. All right, we're just going to play another Soul Sister. Go to combat, attack. We'll get rid of one of these cycling lands because we only need 4 land drops like ever. Jeskai Monarch. Well, Jeskai Kitty is like the foundations of that deck, right? Flare Husk, and now we're going to see the Froggy Boys. They're up to Froggy Boy mana. Curses, how will we ever attack with our 1/1s now? Stupid yes ability. Who even... Yes, of course I want to gain life off of it. Why can we figure out why we wouldn't want to gain life off Soul's Attendant? Is that like we should talk about that? Why does that exist? Another Plains, eh, deck? I don't know about this game. All right, so I think I'm going to survival cash into 2 Squadron Hawks here. The window for us to have a higher life total than our opponent is closing pretty quickly. Yeah, so I'm going to survival cash here. Opponent playing Tainted Player on Triskaidekaphobia. I like it. Another Marshalling Cry isn't exactly what we're looking for, but I'll take it. We'll pass. Hopefully they can't 7 us here. Granted, Galvanic Blast is a hell of a card. And here it comes, killing a Soul Sister. Alright. So what is Tainted Remedy? Is that like... Let's find out. We're about to find out how much life is enough life, for sure. Rebound, draw another card. More Sisters. Alright, well, I'm okay with Soul's Attendant into Squad Hawk into Cycle here, so I'm going to do that. So Soul's Attendant, gain some more life. Squad Hawk, gain some more life. And I would love to use its ability. We'll go get the rest of our Squawks. And next turn, commit a few of those. And hopefully be able to outgain 5 damage a turn somehow. Just need some token producers. If an opponent would gain them, oh man. You stack all the attendant triggers. Oh, it auto stacks the warden triggers? Huh, cool. I'm gonna attack for 7. Alright, well we're at 33, opponent. You got a little ways to go yet. 2 cards in hand. Atog is always scary. More 4/4s, okay. Yes. So cycle Secluded Step. More lands. More lands. Okay, play land. Play 2 Squawks. Gain some life. And we're just going to start Antheming next turn. And attacking with Squadron Hawks, pretty much. How much can they get in for next turn? Like a lot, right? Alright, pass turn. As if only there was an always yes. Like, sometimes it works for me, but most of the time... Alright, how much is this? 1, 2, 7, 13, 17... Nah, we're not in Galvanic Blast range yet. We're taking it. Frogmite, yep, down to 1 card in hand for our opponent. And red mana means... They're just cycling, seeing if they find Atog. And Atog, okay. Atog with 1 card in hand is pretty scary. Okay, they don't have any cards in hand. So at least our opponent has to get lucky to kill us next turn. Come on, token producer. Orator's interesting. Another Orator is actually kind of okay. So, play a couple Orators. Yes. And yes. And then next turn we can Marshalling Cry twice. I don't know if that's worth it. We are gaining a ton of life here, though. Someone insists on canceling auto yields. Hey, man. I don't make the rules, I just play the game, okay? We're gonna go with our Squawks. We will have to block an Atog next turn. That's something to keep in mind, and it'll probably be a Soul Sister going under the knife for that one. So I go to 16 here, and then we can attack them for 9 next turn. So we still have to survive 2 turns. Or actually, no, we attack them for 16. We attack them for lethal next turn. So we just have to survive here and have them not try and take Galvanic Blast or a way to kill us with Atog, and we should win. They're going to Ichor Wellspring to draw a card. They're going to draw 2 here looking for it. I don't like that. It would be pretty funny if I made the rules. I don't know if this game would be even remotely playable if I did. Opponent hard representing the Fling/Teamer Battle Rage plan. We'll go to blocks and block with the Soul's Attendant. So either they got it or we win. Does not look like they've got it. They could have that stupid counter magic spell, though. Tah Crop Elite. A little too late to the party, Tah Crop Elite. Oh, I don't think we attack for 16 here, do we? So we give them +1/+1 and +1/+1. So we actually only attack for 12. But we're going to do it. Yep, and then 1, 2, 3. Marshalling Cry. Metallic Rebuke, yeah. I mean, if it was Guardian's Pledge, that'd be pretty sweet. But it's not. So they can block, but then they still take 15. They go to 1. All right. So blocks like that, stuff dies. They go to 4. Okay. Pass the turn. Ramosian Rally over Tah Crop Elite would have been great. Yeah, it's the police. They're here. They finally found me. So now we have to make some bad blocks. But we're going to keep the squawks around. Opponent attacks with everything. So we're going to take 8 here and hope our opponent doesn't have... maybe I want to keep this around. We're going to take 8 here and hope our opponent doesn't have a way to fling and kill us, or 2 Galvanic Blasts. Maybe being dead to exactly what could be in their hand isn't a good idea, though. The punt police are coming, yeah. The punt police love me. All right, let's see if Affinity top deck their way out of it, as they oft want to. If this is 2 Galvanic Blasts, which, oh, I actually can't cast those, so we got them. Sweet. Affinity! Okay, so what we're bringing in is Dust to Dust. Celestial Flares aren't that bad in this matchup. We'll definitely want Ramosian Rallies for their Krark Clan Shamans. Oh, yeah. So we're going to take out Tah Crop Elites. We all saw how that played out. We don't want that happening. By the way, another creature that you kind of have to answer, right? Atog. Do we want Prismatic Strands? Probably not, right? I think I just kill you with dirtily old stuff. So we're going to take out those 2 Anthems. And because they're out, we can probably take out like a Marshalling Cry or something. What else isn't very good here? Maybe the Ramosian Rallies are too slow. Maybe we just want the Luminthread Fields. They probably don't play Electrickery. Not every game. I don't think we did take them out against... We did take them out in the second Skred Delver match. I don't think they're actually good against Skred Delver. They don't seem super great. I just wanted to try them, okay? I guess we could kind of squeeze them back in. Like, we probably don't need all these survival caches. Might be able to play one more of these bad boys. Having it every turn would be really nice. All right, let's try it like that. So unintentionally metal. Or just more creatures? Yeah. I think a lot of people are probably in that boat. Okay, so this is not a great hand, but because of Krark Clan Shaman, I'm happy to have Luminthread Field. We got a couple sisters to get things started. Yeah. It's one of those things, right? But I mean, what about when you get it? What about when you do the thing? And I think next turn is going to be Luminthread Field into 2 Soul Sisters. Carapace Forger. All right, that's not that scary. Squawk, eh? All right, so now we'll go Luminthread Field. And pass. Assume opponent to be on Metalcraft as of next turn. And we're going to go on tap land so that we can double Squadron Hawk when that happens. Ugh. 2 Carapace Forgers is not ideal. No, you have to always yes. Yeah, this is possibly Pauper Playable. I'm not out here trying to say stuff is Pauper Playable. Oh man, the temptation of just playing 3 Soul Sisters here is just too much. Tap land lets us go Soul Sister, and then Squawk next turn. Yeah, just play all the sisters, right? I'm with you. echo this opponent. Alright, so gaining 1,000,000 life whenever we play a creature now. Well, I don't know if we can't double squawk then, right? But given, like, we don't, like, if we don't draw Battle Screech, you almost want to cycle the Secluded Step, right? Take an 8. And the counterattack should be pretty okay. We'll see what our opponent plays. Oh, Thoughtcast. God, that card's strong. Now they can cast whatever they want. For red and green, Atog. But their colored mana is a little restricted here. Granted, we will have to block these Atogs somehow. Tah Crop Elite, everyone. Tah Crop Elite. Reasons to play your cycling land. All right, let's play Squadron Hawk. Go get some Squadron Hawks. And part of me kind of wonders whether I should like force a block with this Atog here, but probably not. They'll just not block. All right, let's see if our opponent has the win. Oh, God. They even have the red mana? Come on. Opponent plays Flare Husk. We gain some life. See, I can auto-yield. Dang. Always yes, always yield. The voice of the Maverick Girl echoes in my head. And we're going to see Atog get equipped up so they don't have to sack an artifact to attack in. Everything gets in, so we will chump with Squadron Hawk. We got to hit some big token producers here if we're going to be able to get wide enough. We can buy ourselves a couple turns. Soul's Attendant. Okay. Well, yes, I would like to gain 5 life off of my Squadron Hawk. See, it's already always yielded, so it's like almost hard to acknowledge. And a squawk. Gain a jillion life. And no search. 16 sisters. All of them. All the sisters. So get in. We've got Squadron Hawk on chump block duty. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Perceivably not the combo. Otherwise, we probably would have seen that killing us by now. They're going to attack with everything. See if they have a blocker of their own this time. But it's feeling to me like they want to keep the pressure on. Turn comes back. Dust to dust. I like that. But I think putting them off mana here isn't super important. I think I'm going to hold on to that one for some Mirror Enforcers. So gain a ton of life. Oh, Suture Priest is going to be ambiguous from now until the end of time. I'm not going down that road. Play 2 squawks. Gain a ton of life. Go to combat and swing. And next turn we'll play Tah Crop Elite. Maybe we'll find an Anthem. Who knows? At this point, our opponent's at 11. So if they don't draw into the combo, we might be able to just jank it out. I don't know what they're sandbagging over there, though. Unless it's just lands, unless they're just like royally flooding out or something. Which makes this Dust to Dust look real silly. Opponent goes to attacks with everything. We will chump the Atog. Did you find it, opponent? We go to 23. And they pass. Sweet. Suture Priest. Well, I don't think it's Suture Priest time, but I do think we're going to attack with everything and then Tah Crop Elite. It kind of sucks that the Anthem is telegraphed. Actually, yeah, keeping them off red mana might very well be worth it. That almost guarantees they can't combo. But now that I've committed so many blockers, we're like basically giving them another turn. Yeah, maybe that would have been worth it. They are at 6. We have 5 in the air. And they can't block all the sisters on the ground. So something's going to have to happen for them this turn. Let's see. Did they find the combo? That's a pretty good way to find a combo. Mirror Enforcer. All right, gain 5. Yes. Double Electric I guess Karkland Shaman would really suck here. That would also be terrible for us. Place another red source. So let's see how they do it here. Getting in, getting in, getting in. Go through the blocks, block with Squad Hawk, as one should. And did you find the combo? Does not appear so. Do you think we got him? Let's see. Oh, by the way, don't attack with all without exerting your Tah Crop Elite. That's a surefire way to just straight up lose. I wonder though. I mean, 2, 4, 6. Are they doing fling? Are they doing fling math here? 2 Flare Husk. Okay, gains us a bunch of life. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I guess I could do it in response to the triggers. But they have 2 cards in hand. We can blow up this Mirror Enforcer, which is one of their only blockers. But they don't have enough blockers anyway, so I don't know, unless they have a fog or something crazy like that. I really don't know. So we go to combat. Maybe we dust to dust these. If we attack with all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can block, and they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then Galvanic Blast still doesn't do it. I think we have to attack with everything and cut them off red mana. Or play Suture Priest as a blocker, I guess. 41 cards in library. I mean, there is a chance that we just win here. But I'm going to play Suture Priest first. So we cut them off red mana here. That is the way we know whether or not we win. That's true. So let's do that. So let's go dust to dust, red source, red source. And if they don't have any red mana to use their removal spells, then we're safe for an attack. Atog's going to eat. Yep. Atog's going to eat. I'm going to tap a red mana. Okay. So do they 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. They're going to fling at Tah Crop Elite. Okay. They lose their red mana. So now we don't have a safe attack. But they don't have red mana. And we have a second dust to dust for next turn to get rid of their blockers. So we'll just pass here. And we are going to have to block... we are going to have to block Atog with one of the sisters. Anthem would be ideal, obviously. Or do we have to block with one of the sisters? Do we even have to block? Eight. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. They have no red mana. We can't swing for lethal next turn, though. That's what I'm thinking. We can swing for a lot, but we can't swing for... Yeah, I am going to take it. If they want to sack their whole board here, then so be it. But I doubt they will. Let's see. 2, 4. Yeah, no, they just let it go. All right, we go to 25. They pass. What do we draw? Orator. Well, that's a ton of life gain again. All right, so play at our creatures. Represent lethal for next turn. Gain 10. So net 2 life from where we were. Play Suture Priest, so any creatures for them will now put them in an even more precarious position. Dang, I wish I had Suture Priest earlier. And then maybe we'll be able to cheese it out by dusting their blockers next turn. We'll see. An Anthem would really seal the deal, but we're at 36. So now they could have red mana fling, so I am going to block. Because I think we win next turn. If they have red mana removal spell, then it doesn't matter. Okay, we definitely win now. Unless they have a counterspell, I guess. Or actually, no. They're going to go to... Yeah, they go to 5, so we should win. I doubt they have a counterspell. Dust to Dust, your Frogmite, and your Frogmite. Combat, swing with everything. Hope I don't die. Come on. Take 5? GG. Woo! So, I am going to keep this. Because we can Suture Priest on turn 2, or if our opponent plays red mana, we can Lumineth Red Field on turn 2. And if they don't show any signs of doing that, then we'll just cycle Marshalling Cry first, but I'm okay with this. Let's see what our opponent's on. Tron. And they're gonna have Tron. Alright, well, we're gonna have to Anthem. We're gonna have to Anthem good. Let's go Radiant Fountain so they don't know what we're doing. We've got 2 untapped white mana for when that matters. Oh boy. I guess Suture Priest is actually kind of like some sketchy tech against Tron if they're doing other flicker loops than the less popular flicker loops. So we'll go with Suture Priest first. We'll see what kind of Tron they're on. They're gonna have Tron. Oh yeah. Cry from the hand. It's gonna happen. Yeah, Suture Priest is actually some tech, right? Dang it. See if they have the colored mana. They've got the colored mana. So this is the blue-white variant. That's interesting. We'll see what this is. 4 mana Stonehorn. Just running it out there. I could see it. Compulsive Research. So they're digging. They're digging for answers to the Suture Priest already. When you milk some ticks in practice, upgrade to something better, and eventually full Pauper collection. Yeah. Rift Watcher. We love to use Suture Priest's ability. So their innate life gain is going to be kind of annoying for us too. We're just going to play another Suture Priest because of flicker nanigans. And no attacks. Pass turn. Hitting some of these Battle Screeches would be nice. Oh, yeah. That is nice against elves, actually. Time is certainly not free. That is some sagely wisdom right there, guys. But neither is utility, right? So if you get enjoyment out of what you do over, like, the easiest job you could reasonably get at your skill level, then that's a reason to be, like, doing something cheaply instead of doing something for little or no money as opposed to, doing something that costs money. Man, Penny Dreadful. #1 format I wish I was playing right now. Okay. Squawks aren't really what we want to be doing with our lives here. Battle Screeches are. So I think I'm going to cycle Marshalling Cry right now. I feel like we got at least a turn here. Orator. It's also not what we want. All right. We're going to pass. That was unfortunate. It would have been really great to hit a land drop there, but we are closer to that 4th land drop now. And a couple of Battle Screeches aside is hard for any deck to deal with, let alone a deck that's not doing anything. Crusher. Oh god. Top 10 reasons to have a Battle Screech on board. Right. There's the economics of it, right? You could save a lot of time. Then you have to do the math. Like, that's no fun. This is the Sisters deck Hippie Hobo. We're trying to Sisters out Tron right now. And it's going to be a little bit difficult. We're going to gain the life that we're going to lose from the Crusher. So we're going to make a bunch of tokens here. We don't have a main deck answer to Ulamog's Crusher. So we're really going to have to count on just getting it in the air to win, which they really don't have to block with this Muldrifter ever. So we're going to have to, like, Anthem into Muldrifter multiple times. They haven't hit any kind of, like, card advantage engine, and they are pretty restricted on color mana here. So we're going to take a hit from Crusher. We're going to sack 2 tokens. Take 10. Oof. The leg bearer. More Muldrifters sucks here for sure. Is this another Crusher? Ooh, God. Okay, deep analysis. Part of me can live with that. Custody Squire. Gonna buy back Expedition Map, I take it? Man, getting 8 power out in front of this Crusher. This really is one of those, like, gotta wish the Anthem was instant speed. Another Orator. Okay, so I think I'm gonna play 2 Orators here. And then hopefully next turn resolve Battle Screech, Flashback Battle Screech to get more tokens to sack. Because we might be able to out-life gain them here. And what I'm thinking is, we can just make our creatures' butts big enough with our Lumathread fields to possibly pull away from them. But it's not looking great. So we will... we can't get them with the birds because of Custody Squire. Okay, pass. I know, it's hilarious, right? So this is definitely going to be in the article, but I was playing thinking... If you have enough life, you just don't have to answer your opponent's creatures. But then I forgot that, like, Ulamog's Crusher and Ninja of the Deep Hours and Atog exist. Like, there are creatures that... Well, Atog we didn't need to answer. We proved that. There came a point where we just didn't have to block it. We had so much life. But contrarily, like, there are a lot of creatures that you have to answer. You have to respect that. You gotta respect Ninja a lot. Ulamog's Crusher is like, whatever. Don't have to respect Crusher that much. Until you do. Oh yeah, there is removal in white. But I wanted to, like, max out on the everything else. Alright, Annihilator 2 goes off. We'll sack the birds. Take 5. Take 13. Okay. We are getting a lot of life next turn. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Especially because we're not clocking them back. Another Battle Screech. Okay, well, we can just keep doing that. So Battle Screech, gain 1,000,000 life. Always yes. Always yield. What? Always yield. Always yes. Okay. All right. Do you understand, Moto? Are all of these good? We good now? Okay. Always yield. And Flashback Battle Screech in a very similar way. Get another Jillian life. And pass. No attacks just yet. I mean, what's interesting about Journey here, too, though, is that Coalition Honor Guard would just eat it up, right? Seal of Removal. Plus Custody Squire. That's some nasty business. As someone who's played a deck with Seal of Removal and Custody Squire, and not this much mana, but close to this much mana. Nani? Opponent just deep analyzing like crazy. Yeah. So we do have Celestial Flare on the board, but even Celestial Flare looks kind of bad here. We gotta go turbo speed. We gotta go hyper speed and hope our opponent doesn't find this stupid Crusher so quickly. Attack, attack, attack. Yep. So they are mitigating the 8 life we're gaining every turn. Somewhat. Someday we might have to kill one of these creatures. I don't think today's that day, though. We go to 10. This is how we have to win the game. That's kind of what I'm nervous about. So, like, if we just let these birds go, then that's our game plan kind of taken care of. So attack with the birds. Opponent lets it go. Potentially. They might seal removal one. They go to 14. We will Battle Screech. We could play to an out of just, like, finding... I'm going to seal removal, Suture Priest. Okay. Of just finding an Anthem off the top and just having so many creatures on board that we win. But even that's, like, pretty sketchy. And they might have counter magic to kind of dummy that plan, too. Hand of Emrakul is, like, that's a cool card. That's one of those cards that's always popping up for me. I didn't play the Secluded Step because we might want to try to cycle into an Anthem next turn and try to win. Although that seems pretty unrealistic considering. But let a man dream. We'll see if they found Stonehorn Dignitary, and if they did, then that's probably Scoop City. Opponent analyzes deeply. There are a lot of ways. Oh, Terry. Terry's always got the spice. Another Crusher. Okay, so it's next turn or it's not at all, I guess. But an Anthem does it. So we'll see. We'll sack our Orators. See how they leave back blockers if they do. We can lose one bird, I guess. We probably don't want to. No blocks for them. 1, 2, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. So I don't mind going to 7 here. So we're going to lose our Orators. And pray for an Anthem. No blocks. And hope they don't just, like, have Prismatic Strands, I guess. They probably have Prismatic Strands. Battle Screech isn't it. Ramosian Rally could still do it. Rally? Okay. Go to combat. Swing with 6 birds. Oh man, I'm so nervous. And Ramosian Rally? They have 7 cards in hand. How do they not have Prismatic Strands? Ah! Alright. So, Strands is going to get us, but we came close. We came close. Okay, so Celestial Flare is going to come in, I think. Maybe. Maybe Celestial Flare isn't necessary. We were close, guys. We were close. Yeah, I think Recumbent Bliss could be cool. Yeah, Rally fail. That was unfortunate. We were close, though. We were close. We got the top deck. So, Ramosian Rally can come in, and I think we're going to lose the Survival Cache, and I like Tah Crop Elites in this matchup, actually. So I think we can probably even lose, like, a Lumathread field. Their blockers are annoying. Celestial Flare doesn't... The reason it's not that great is because they have... Like, they have their... whatchamacallit, they just have a bunch of creatures to attack with. So, like, we'd have to draw all 4 Celestial Flares to make it matter. Yeah. The sideboard could be better. I think a few main deck Journey to Nowheres could go a long way. So we'll bring in the Rallies, and I think we'll just take out a 1-drop. Or maybe even like maybe an Orator. I know we're trying out Orator tonight, but I think the Bear isn't going to do it. Alright, let's do this. On the play, versus Tron. Sketchy old hand. I mean, it's got Suture Priests, but that was a little slow. What are we looking for ideally? Just a million Battle Screeches? So I guess this is actually okay. Not yet. There's Faceless Butcher, but I don't know that Faceless Butcher does what you want to do. Yeah. Yeah, there's Faceless Butcher. Ah, we drew the land. All right, well, Suture Priest. Pass. And we will continue priesting until the priesting is done. Our opponent's going to be off Tron a little bit longer here, which is nice. Lone Missionary? Yikes. These blue-white Tron lists, man. They're interesting. I really like them. I have also played them to great effect. So play Suture Priest, gain some life, play Plains, and pass. Not going to trade with the Marshal, or the Missionary. What does Wing Shards do? Looks like they're getting up to Tron mana pretty quick. So we'll cycle this away, F6. But I can see this going south real quick. Lone Missionary gets in, no blocks. Find another Plains, okay. So let's cycle away this Marshalling Cry, see what we can find. Squadron Knock's pretty good here. Well, like, it's fine. Oh, it has Storm as well. That'd be pretty cool. I feel like it'd be really cool if we could just find a way to counter it in Ravor with a Storm card. You just, like, wait until they cast a bunch of stuff and then, like, whatever. Kill all of them. Alright, so Aven Riftwatcher goes away a little bit. And opponent's got Tron. That's bad. What's up, Pauper? How you doing? Drifty boy. So we'll gain some life, they'll lose some life. Draw some cards. And 3 mana, Prophetic Prism. I wonder if they're playing like the Skyfishers and everything like Lovebo was. I really like Blue-White Tron, man. Cycle Secluded Step. Who's the better Secluded Step deck, though, really? Here comes the attacks. Okay, no blocks from us. We could Ramosian Rally, I guess, and like trade, but no. All right, so it's going to be Soul's Attendant. Get the life gain nanigans going. Radiant Fountain. Do more of this stuff. No more squawks to get. Didn't I always yes this? So nope, not searching. Play a squawk. Pass turn. So we'll see how our opponent's next turn goes. They have 1 source of mana, but we can Ramosian Rally plus Flashback Marshalling Cry, which is pretty cool, so we can attack with everything as a 3/3. That's okay, Wheeler. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night. So we'll see how they use their colored mana here, if they do end up leaving up Prismatic Strands or not. Oh well. They're gonna have colored mana now. Alright, so here they come, most likely. Yep. No blocks. We'll take it. Alright, so we got the soul read on Prismatic Strands here. Another Marshalling Cry. Alright, we'll play a land. And yeah, we might as well use the one in hand now. Go to combat. Swing with everything. See what happens. See if they even do strands. Alright, so they're going to. You got it. I wonder how many they have in hand. Glad I didn't waste that Marshalling Cry. I also wish I had a colorless creature or two. That'd be nice. And play Squadron Hawk. And then pass. Let's gain some life. Yep. It's gonna... Did I not? And we'll pass. So... yeah, it's questionable here whether they'll have another white creature to actually leave up or not. Although I doubt they would just go. A mana of color. First time tuning in, well, welcome. Glad to have you. There's a way for them to get their Prismatic Strands going. But I think we have to force the issue, right? I don't think we can just like sit back and wait. I think we got to get those Prismatic Strands going and gone, if you will. Ooh, more Tron lands. Not ideal. There's another Rift Watcher, so they have 2 blockers now too. I mean, the two Anthems do force their hand. I don't really know. They might not even. They might just trade off creatures and move on with their lives. We'll see. In they come. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we want to do any Ramosying. They know about the +1/+1. So I actually think I'm going to cycle this. Yeah. I think the flashback is important enough. And there's Tah Crop Elite. I like that. Maybe we've kind of got time. They're not drawing crazy cards or anything. So let's play Suture Priest again. And then we'll play Tah Crop Elite, which makes the flashback on Marshalling Cries a lot more menacing. So hopefully that'll pull through for us. And we have the Ramosian Rally on backup to kind of make sure our creatures don't just scrub out. Let's play Tah Crop Elite. More triggers, gain more life. Way down on time against our opponent here, though. Really got to get these triggers sorted out. All right, pass turn. No attacks. Top Rock Elite. So good at rock. It's listening to Smells Like Teen Spirit in its headphones right now. So now pretty much every turn represents a good attack for us with these Marshalling Cries plus Ramosian Rally in hand. They do have their Prismatic Strands backup, but so 1, 2, 3, 4. Flashback Marshalling Cry, because it is a sorcery. Go to combat, swing with everything. Go through blocks. They might not even block. That or they got the Soul Read on the Ramosian Rally. They are going to block. Didn't exert. Kind of dumb. Yep. So I'm going to try to get rid of the Suture Priests. Blocks like that. Okay. So we'll rally. Pump all our stuff. And see if they strands. Doesn't feel like they will. This does turn out a little bit better for us, though. They are going to strands. Yep. On white. So we took care of that. And we might hit a Soul Sister here, so I'm going to cycle. Just a plains. Okay, well, we might as well play it out. Pass turn. How many more Prismatic Strands, opponent? How many more? Probably several. Really happy to not lose Suture Priest in that exchange. All right, opponent's just going to pass. They're going to line up the same kind of blocks. Probably try to get rid of our Suture Priests. But honestly, we can just hold back now because we play another Tah Crop Elite. Gain some life and wait for another really good Alpha Strike. Basically one that kills them if they don't have strands. I guess any day now they could just play Stonehorn Dignitary, and that would be pretty awkward. The Ghostly Flicker loops are kind of out, though. Are we up to now? Oh, there's been so many Sister Acts. This is like sister.deck. There's Crusher. All right. They take 3 off of Crusher. And I imagine they're up to 4 Prismatic Strands in their deck now. So this attack is going to be pretty weak. Regardless. Unless they just tap out of enough mana to use it. Custody Squire. I guess it's just another blocker. They're going to get back Aven Rift Watcher. Yep. So we gain life. They lose life. Custody Squire is going to get back Rift Watcher. MTG Strategist? I don't really know. Unless we win this turn somehow. We are attacking for a lot. But our opponent does have blockers. Oh, that should do it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Marshalling Cry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flash back Marshalling Cry. Go to combat. Attack with everything, but exert this, exert this. So that should make our flying creatures alone lethal, I think. Because they can block 3 flyers. Yeah, I think we have enough creatures unblocked that we just win. Unless they have a 1 mana, like, bounce spell or something. Or fog? I don't really know. Yeah, I think it's just 20, right? 25 even. Do we get them? Yeah. Okay. So there's no prismatic strands in the bin there, so we were safe from strands at least. All right, so this is tough. This is really tough because we're going on the draw here now, which gives them the opportunity to kind of get us. The Tah Crop Elites came through hard there, by the way. All the haters. The argument for Celestial Flare could happen now. But where we're on the draw, I think we just have to be faster. Yeah, I think they went risky there. We top decked that Marshalling Cry. That was pretty clutch. This hand sucks. This is not how we went on the draw against Tron. This hand's pretty bad, but we got to redraw, and I do... Oh, man. I think Battle Screech is actually good enough. And just hopefully we find action off cycling this Marshalling Cry. Yeah, we do need that. I agree. Let's play white mana. Pass turn. Oops, all Anthems. Doing it again. Oh, his opponent on Natural Tron. There's Orator. Okay, play Orator. Pass turn. Natural. Dang it. Azorius Signet, yep. We're going to try to play super fast here, guys. 4 mana. Aven Riftwatcher, okay. I wonder if they took out some of the card advantage stuff just because of the way the games kind of went. Alright, so we might hit a Soul Sister off cycling this Marshalling Cry, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. See what we draw. Just another land, okay. No big. Pass turn. So next turn, we just start Battle Screeching and hoping Tah Crop Elite plus a bunch of bird tokens can get through. Nothing too crazy going on our opponent's side yet. We don't have the Suture Priest backup plan for their Dignitary lock, though, so things could go sketchy from here. More colored mana for them. Gonna get in with Riftwatcher, yep. Find Survival Cache, that's interesting. So we'll try to Battle Screech. Comes down. Flash back Battle Screech. Gain some more life, make some more birds. Pass turn. So that's going to be the plan. Attack with our birds, play Battle Screeches. Hopefully win. 2 mana is going to be Impulse. Echoing Truth. Okay. Well, 1 Battle Screech down. But only 4 cards in our opponent's hand. Survival Cache looking about as bad as I thought it would in this matchup here. God dang it. Crusher? Are you serious? Why? Why do they keep having the early Crushers? We just don't have an answer either. Yep. Alright, so we might be able to get this. We might be able to get this. So, Battle Screech. Man, I love your optimism, Terry. Flash back Battle Screech. Next turn we'll play Tah Crop Elite. We'll sacrifice Orator plus land. Play Tah Crop Elite and then try to win on the next turn. Yeah, Elite does just die. So if our opponent has Prismatic Strands here, that's pretty much going to have to be GG, but maybe they won't. Downshift Heroic Reinforcements. I'm with you. All right. The extra creature might matter, but we need 4 mana. So sack like this. No blocks. Take 8. And we'll see what our opponent's on. More Rift Watchers are kind of a beating. Oh, no. Okay. Yep. Another Crusher? Are you serious? Oh, no. 7 mana. No, no big deal. It's not another Crusher. It is another flying blocker, though. That is going to be trouble. Oh, God. Why do they always have it? Super mad right now. There goes Secluded Step. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Radiant Fountain's on top. Well, I am happy to hit a land drop here because it means we only have to sack 1 creature, or we can sack 2 lands and still hit our Anthem. So play Tah Crop Elite. Opponent well aware of that power. Pass the turn. I think we have to, they have to attack with everything. And we have to hit Ramosian Rally off the top. And then everything is 2/2s, 3/3s, 4/4s. We attack with 5 4/4s, and it's only 20. Okay. No blocks. Go to 7. Soul Warden's not helping very much. So we will 1, 2, 3, Marshall and Cry. If they have Strands here too, if Strands is the last card in their hand, then the biggest ripperonis on the planet. So cast Marshall and Cry. Go to combat. Swing with everything. And exert. Give my creatures +1/+1. Hit for a bunch. My opponent also gained a ton of life here. They're looking like a veritable life gain deck themselves. They go to 18. Pass. They're back up to 20. Yeah, so that's it, right? Like that's a big lesson from tonight. Like you can go all in on your strategy if you want, but if your opponent has a way to blow up your board despite that, then you're just dead meat. Opponent attacks, and nope, pump fakes. Just attacks with Crusher. So we'll go sack, I guess. Playing to a Ramosian Rally here. Block and block. But I don't even think Ramosian Rally does it, right? Because they're 3/3s and they have 2 blockers. Yeah, so even Ramosian Rally doesn't win it. Unfortunately. Another Soul Warden, and I think that's pretty much it, guys. Ah, Tron. The Having It deck. Because even if we attack with all here, pump, they block 2, take 1, 2, take 5 down to 15. Yeah, we're just dead. This is a decent start. So I'm going to keep it. We got our Cycle Land. We got our Soul, or our Suture Priest. Pretty good card. Please burn. Guys, it's never going to be burn. Except that time it was burn a bunch of times. Let's see if they got burn. Probes. Oh, it could be burn. 2/3 for Sisters. Come on. I think Ori Power plays Tribe. But life gain's fine against Tribe too. They're going to preordain. Okay. Yeah, Island preordain is definitely not burn. Yeah, when you come hunting for burn, it's never burn. Luminethread Field's great because this is an Augur Bolas deck. We definitely want to be able to attack through Augur Bolas and Tireless Tribe. So play Suture Priest. Gain some life. Pass turn. I would love to play against One Land Spy. Yes, please. It's never Lupus. 1 card on top, 1 card on bottom. They're going to ponder, so just cantripping their lives away here. Pretty typical of... They do shuffle. Pretty typical of the... Alright, they didn't play Augur Bolas, so it doesn't really matter about getting Luminethread Field down here. So we're going to go Soul's Attendant. And Suture Priest. And next turn will likely be Cycle Step, depending. And go to combat, swing for 2. 28. Alright, opponent, what do you got? They're still just hitting land drops over there. But this is what I like. They might get risky here and like land an Augur Bolas, but then we can just Luminthread Field and attack through it. I guess they know about Luminthread Field, so it's not that risky for them. But we'll see if they found their land drops. They're at 15. Oh no, what the frig is going on over here? Okay. My jimmies have been rustled. Attack for 4. Why are they playing probes, though? This is weird. Watery burn. Alright, go to combat and swing for 4. It could be Izzet Blitz. I'd imagine it's Izzet Blitz over anything else. So we'll cycle Secluded Step. Might hit a Survival Cache or something. Hit a Soul Warden. Play Soul Warden. Gain a bunch of life. Man, I am stoked that Izzet Blitz is back on the menu. That deck was sweet. It hasn't been around in a long time. This is kind of like a throwback for me. They're going to Daze Impassioned Orator, hardcast style. Okay. Well, we still got 5 creatures on board. Twinkaholics, what's up? Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We're here trying to jank out what appears to be the reoccurrence of Izzet Blitz. So we'll see if they got it. 3 mana is going to be Izzet Cyclops, or Nivix Cyclops, excuse me. We'll see if they got the instant speed to trigger Defender here. Otherwise, I think we just got him. So go to combat, swing for 4. Unless they have Vapor Snag. They might have a hard time. They're so fast, right? Like, that's the issue with Blitz or Burn. Is like, you say you want to run into Blitz or Burn, but then they just like gain a bajillion life. So we're going to take out a Suture Priest here. Go to 1. And yeah, I guess we'll play a land just in case we need it. And pass. Hopefully they can't kill us from 35. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we're going to find out. Gush. Good start. They got us for 35. They kind of have to. Nope. Sweet. All right, Standard Bearers in. And Prismatic Strands in. Hermosian Rallies in. Celestial Flares in. Thank you very much for the bits, Mount Mentat. I really appreciate that, man. We are now a control deck, guys. We are now a control deck. So bring all this stuff in, get rid of those Tah Crop Elites, get rid of the Marshalling Cries, and maybe the Hermosian Rallies are even like a little too sketchy. Maybe the 2 to hedge for Electrickery is enough. So we'll go like this, and we can probably drop... what else do we want to drop? Probably go down 1 Screech and a couple Survival Caches. Maybe all the Survival Caches. And do it like this. I guess we lose a lot of card filtering this way, which is a little sketchy. Yeah. I like it this way, but I'm worried about losing the Survival Caches. And fog them till they scoop. Yeah, sounds good. Let's see if they got us. This is too sketchy, isn't it, guys? Is this too sketchy? We have 1-drops. We have 1-drops, and we have sideboard cards, and we have Squadron Hawks, but 2 Squadron Hawks, so not very good. All right, we got all the sideboard cards, so I honestly don't mind 4th land here, especially because it's a cycling land, and we have a bunch of 2-mana spells. I'm going to top that. Evolving Wilds is turn 1. Play Plains, and pass. Because I only had 1 land, and I had 2 Squadron Hawks, 2 Soul Sisters. Which didn't seem like it was doing it. So we will cycle this, because it's Killing Fiend time. Find Impassioned Orator, okay. Alright, play a land. And hope they tap out and we get to get them, I guess. I guess we could play Standard Bearer and then try to get them. What do you guys think? Should we play Standard Bearer here? Is that, guys, this is sketchy. What's up, Tass? How you been? Good to talk to you, Tass. Aim for flame. Yeah, but they might hold up to spell. They can easily hold up to spell. Yeah, let's Standard Bearer. And then we've even got Prismatic Strands back up. Bearer is a lot worse against Bolt. You're right, though. But it does tie up the red mana for this turn. You're alive, you guess? Oh, they are going to kill it. Okay. Well, we have Prismatic Strands for next turn. And then on the following turn, we can leave up Orator plus Celestial Flare. So play a land, pass a turn. And if they don't give us a reason to Strands, then they don't give us a reason to Strands. Pass. Yeah, it would have been sweet to stick the... to be able to stick the Standard Bearer there, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that opportunity. So Kiln Fiend, going to get big. I wonder how low we'll go here. How low do you think we should let them... More like Standard Bear. So I think we just take this here and cycle this Secluded Step. All right, like this. And now we get to play Orator plus leave up. Maybe we just play Soul Warden and leave up Strands. I think we want to leave up Celestial Flare here. So we're going to go... Oh, they have Daze, though. Yeah, we're going to go Soul Warden. Pass a turn. And it's still debatable whether I want a Celestial Flare or Prismatic Strands here. If they tap out, it'll be Celestial Flare. But we'll see. Opponent's going to preordain. Yep. Grow the Kiln Fiend. They might just find another creature. But I guess we have to deal with them, right? Opponent goes to combat, attacks. Yes. We're going to keep a Soul Sister around. We've got lots of answers here. See how in they want to go. I'm trying it. Maybe they have Dispel. I don't know. They probably weren't getting the read on Dispel, although they'd have it for Prismatic Strands anyway. Is this Dispel? Vapor Snags, Kiln Fiend. All right. I can live with that. Celestial Flare goes off. Nothing dies. 1 red mana left up, so they can't recast it. Our turn. Battle Screech, eh? That was as good a time as ever. I think gaining the extra life off of it is actually worth it, though. So let's go Orator. We've got time. Yeah. Go to combat. But then we don't have... Then we won't have Strands up, which is like kind of sketchy. But we will gain 8 life, up to 20. I guess we can wait 2 turns. We might find something else to play in the meantime. 3 mana is going to be Nivix, Cyclops, Delver. Okay. So we're basically trying to find a way to play around Celestial Flare here. Yep. We draw Soul's Attendant. Oh god, that's a lot of life gain. Yep, we'll cast Soul's Attendant. And I think we have to start attacking now too. But TBR still kills it. Like, they can still just combo off and kill us. Even if we gain 8 here. Like, yeah. It just doesn't feel safe. Gain 8 up to 24. It does not feel safe. We have to wait until we Prismatic Strands. Oh yeah, gain 12. Whoops. Still, doesn't feel like enough. No flip on Delver. And I will offer the trade between Impassioned Orator and Kiln Fiend. For sure. So opponent's going to Gush. They sure are. Free spells are nuts. Considering they traded a Vapor Snag for our Celestial Flare, we kind of really have to get them with this Prismatic Strands. Like twice, basically. Blue mana is going to be Apostle's Blessing. Okay. Yup. They also could just have 2 Dispels. All right, no blocks because we can't. I'm going for it here because we have to Prismatic Strands next turn. Yeah, Sunlance isn't terrible for this matchup. They're going to Electrickery. Okay. That's not a huge deal. It sucks, but it is what it is. We'll go with red. So no damage from Kiln Fiend. Gain a little bit more life. Play Soul's Attendant. Like, get excited, drew a Soul Sister. Oh god, if this gets dazed. Does not get dazed. Granted, they might be able to daze the Prismatic Strands. I guess that wasn't something I considered. Hey, Pyro Delver, how you doing? Oh, they got the daze. Okay. Yep. Can't pay 1. Pass turn. That kind of sucks. It would have been real nice if that went through. How you doing tonight, Pyro Delver? Glad to have you, man. Excited you caught it live, too. Ponder goes off. Okay. Oh, God. And TBR. Sure. Opponent attacks. We go to blocks, block like this. And you have a second daze. No. Okay, that's pretty good for us. We find Squadron Hawk. That's also pretty good for us. Oh, man. Come on. Can we fight back? Can we do this? That was looking pretty friggin' grim, guys. Get some Hawks. Gain some life. Hopefully the corner is sufficiently turned here. Granted, we did have to use all of our resources for that. I guess they did too. Why doesn't my sideboard have Mana Tithe? What kind of maniac plays a mono white deck without Mana Tithe? And I'll see. Maybe they have Electrickery. Electrickery is definitely a pretty big blowout here. Just another Kiln Fiend. Okay. Gaining us some life. There's some blue mana for our opponent. No attacks from them. All right, so play... maybe we want to get in for attacks first. Let's go to combat. Attack with everything but Soul's Attendant. Probably should have played my creatures pre-combat there. So they're going to block a Squawk. Go to 6. Play Soul Warden. Gain approximately a Jillion life here. Play a Squawk. Squawk! Squawk! No search. And Squawk. They might have the days for this one. That would suck. They don't. Gain Jillion more life. And pass the turn in a good position to win as long as they don't have Electrickery. Let's find out. I guess Teamer Battle Rage can still kind of do it. Teamer Artificer? You should just chuck it in the chat right here. And another great place to send me deck text is in our Discord. You can throw it in the deck list there and make sure you at me so that I know to have a look. Yeah, I was pretty sure they didn't run very many days as well. I mean, another TBR here can do it. They can deal insane amounts of damage in a single turn. They're going to Gush. Yep. And I'm going to put my butts in front of it. Pretty much irregardless. Because we should just win next turn. Of course, unless they have Electrickery. But Soul's Attendant, I think everything but 4, maybe everything but 5 creatures, we'll put Soul's Attendant and Soul Warden in front of it. Okay, now we're going to put all of this stuff in front of it. Because we should still be okay if we do. Oh my god, if they found Teamer Battle Rage here, I'm going to be so mad. I bet they did. That's a lot of cantrips. That's like the diggiest dig I've ever seen. TBR. Oh my god, really? So we soak up 4 of 44 damage, and we're dead. Ah! Ripperonis, guys. Too bad. Blitz, man. They get you. We're so close. So close. All right. I think we played well. I think the sideboard is correct. Now what? So could we get... I think this is right. I think this is what we want to be doing. The other Battle Screech might want to be in here, and maybe the survival caches, but I don't know what we take out. It feels like we need the Ramosian rallies. Like, we have to hedge for those. We have to hedge for those electriceries. I kind of like 2 rallies, 2 fields. I'd like some more strands right now. I would like way more prismatic strands, please. All right, we submit and just hope we find our sideboard cards. Yeah, I think so too. Ugh, is turn 2 Standard Bearer fast enough? We also have Battle Screech. I think this is okay. We'll keep. This is going to buy us some time, at the very least, and we have a lot of life gain, as one does. Granted, this is still very weak against a potential electricery, so sketchy business, guys. Let's Yeah, I know. You could go up to extra copies. That's the thing, right? Like, you can't, like, leave your Standard Bearers out. Or your Soul Sisters. It's a Soul Sisters deck. Alright. Opponent on a tough keep decision. We'll go turn 1 tap land, pass. And here come the Standard Bearers. Hopefully it's enough. And hopefully our opponent doesn't hit an early electricery. I like it. Aggressive. Aggressive, immediate fetch. So... I think I'm actually going to leave on Orator. Because if they want to tap out to cast Kiln Fiend next turn, then we'll just cast Standard Bearer. And hopefully they don't have removal for it, plus combo. So play Standard Bearer. Pass the turn. Because we will block. We don't have the answer yet. Or enough lands to cast this. To cast any of this, but... And Goblin Matron? Oh, just like do the full matriarchy. Opponent ponders. God, that was a lot of damage at the end of last game, hey? Whew. They can just 50 you if you give them enough time. They shuffle, okay. 2 mana means TBR. TBR and free spells. Scary business. Or just another Kiln Fiend, I guess. Alright, what's this going to be? Removal? Another Kiln Fiend. Okay. So they didn't see the... Oh, they did. I think they saw Impassioned Orator this turn. There's Strands. Play Impassioned Orator. Pass turn. New attacks. Similar plan here. Although another Standard Bearer might have been safer. Which is what we'll do next turn. A happy family. I guess, yeah. Sorry, I tried to make the Germfather like an honorary... The Germfather was a single father and mother by association. They're going to attack. Okay. Opponent going for the value. Just running the Kiln Fiends into stuff. More Kiln Fiends. Okay. What do we got? Land is ideal. Okay, so... Yeah, I think we go... Soul Warden. And another Standard Bearer, because they might hit red mana and have their removal spell plus TBR. And on this board, I feel a little bit safer going down Prismatic Strands. Blocking with a Standard Bearer is just completely out of the question. We are giving them a lot of time, although they do only have 3 cards in hand. Whoa, Dolphin Pengu, thank you very much for the host. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I think that might have been you on the Skred Delver match earlier. You whooped us. Caught you early in your league as well. Hope you're having an awesome night, man. Hope you had a good stream. And thank you for the host. All right, so 2 cards on bottom for them. Yeah, that's awesome. And how you doing? It's Katza. Whew. We were janking it out. They're gushing. Maybe our opponent's got us. Just kind of like fire ice, kill our 2 standard bearers. Attack for like 24 or something. A couple more gushes aside. Oh yeah. Raid. What's up? Electrickery always hurts. Not too bad. We've gained a ton of life. And we took a match off Affinity, so I can live with that. We also managed to oh man, Electrickery is like game here pretty much. Alright, they killed the 2 standard bearers. Yep. I was afraid that was gonna happen. And now we're gonna take 16. Boom. Triplicate spirits we can't cast. Nice. Alright, pass the turn. Hoping to draw land for this Battle Screech. We're going to Prismatic Strands this turn. So they could have Counter Magic X2 to kill us through it. Pretty much. Kiln Fiend, man. It's a hell of a deck. I'm going to get in, see if they can kill us at instant speed here. Nope, just attacking for 1. Alright. And pass. Land would be nice. Squad Hawk. I don't know about that. I'm gonna go for it. I feel like I'm not long for this world. Is this Hardcast Days? Hardcast Days time? No. I think Downshifted Pyroclasm could be cool. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to be downshifted, but Pyroclasm would definitely... The thing I'd be concerned about with Pyroclasm is that it would make those control decks that play red better against Stompy, which is kind of what keeps them in check. So I'd be a little nervous about that. And I could have had 8 cards to discard Strands. It's true. Maybe I should have left the Soul Sister. That would have been pretty tight, actually. Marrow Shards. I've never even heard of that one. Gosh. Speaking of free spells, opponent might just win here. 9 cards in hand. They probe. Clearly, we just like way bigger green creatures. Not to say that like Pyroclasm would definitely be an excellent check on Stompy if it was out of control, but I think when Stompy was really like popular with like Burning Tree Emissary getting downshifted and stuff like that, there were a lot of good players playing Stompy. And are we gonna get Electrickery? TBR. Oh, frig, are we dead? Are we dead? 20. Yeah, we're big dead. All right. Frig. What's up out there in YouTube land? Thank you so much for hanging out for the entire league. You guys saw how 16 Sisters played out. This was the deck where I decided I was going to go all in on the Anthem and Token plan, along with a ton of ways to gain life. It turns out that leaving out your ways to answer important creatures like Ninja of the Deep Hours and Ulamog's Crusher just totally leave you dead to them if your opponent gets them on turn 2 or turn 3. So long story short, keep your Journey to Nowheres in there, put them somewhere in your sideboard at least, because there are creatures in Pauper you have to answer no matter how much life you gain. Anyway, you saw some pretty cool stuff with Tah Crop Elite when we took that game off Tron. The tokens were created, we gained tons of life. Teamer Battle Rage and Kiln Fiend dealt almost 50 damage to us to win the game. So it was a little rough, but I enjoyed playing it. We gained lots of life. Suture Priest almost troned out an opponent using their own kind of devices. Yeah, it was a fun time. Anyway, YouTube, thank you for hanging out for the entire league. Thank you for hanging out for the whole league out there on Twitch. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night.